Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful episode of Jumoke Salami Show. And guess what guys? It's Easter! Ooh! Happy holidays! I hope you're enjoying yourself with family, after the hustling and bustling from January. It's Easter time. I am enjoying myself and I hope you're also enjoying yourself with your family. And guys, what's the reason for this season? It's love. Okay, before I start, let's do some Easter song. Okay, on the way to Calvary, he went for me, he went for me, Jesus went for me. On the way to Calvary, he went for me, he died to set me free. Let's go locally. Ọjọ́ àjíǹde, ọjọ́ àjíǹde o, àwa obìnrin lọ sọ́dọ̀ Jésù, gbogbo ọkùnrin lọ sápamọ́ sábẹ́ igi. Learning this song, and when I'm hearing it for the first time, I was like, what are they doing under the tree when we are dining with Jesus? Like, what are you people doing? It's a beautiful moment. Come on, who doesn't like holiday? We love holiday, and it's a time to reflect and think and be with family. And let's not forget, Easter is a time of love. It's a time Christians believe that Jesus left the earth to be with God. He sacrificed his life. Normally, when they tell you as an individual to die for somebody, I'm sure you're going to think twice. He didn't think twice. He did it, and we are here today. So it brings me to the topic of today. The crazy things we've been doing for love, or crazy things we do for love. It's the season of love, no matter the kind of love, agape love, romantic love. What is it? It's the season of love. Let's express how we love ourselves. So I want to hear crazy things that you've done for love. But before I continue, I've mapped out like 3 different scenarios. So before now, I noticed that apart from the fact that I have female fans that I call sisters that love this show so much, I took note of the fact that I have few male fans that they drop their comments here and there. Sometimes they come to my DM rather and say, thumbs up, you're doing so well. So I went to the page of 2 of them, the guys. I'm sorry, sisters, I didn't come to your page. I'm so sorry. So I went to their pages and I got a very beautiful story from him. And he was telling me about the fact that, he has parents, father and mother, they are still much alive, but it saddens us that in this time, or let's say it's been like that men do not stand up to their responsibility as the father, as the head of the family. So the mom happens to be the one who does almost everything for this fan of mine and the other sibling. So it was time to go to school, and the mom said, I cannot train yourself and your sister to school. I do not have the power. I do not have the strength to do that. I don't even have the financial capability to be able to do that. So what is it going to be? You as the elder one, will you go? So maybe much later, your sister should go. But this guy said that no, he has a little business that is getting him little money here and there. So instead of him, he sacrificed that for his sister, that his sister should go to school. When I heard that, coming from a man who wants to be in school, who wants to do things his fellow mates are doing, and he had to let go of such responsibility or such long time in his life for his sister, it is nothing but pure love. Now here's the beautiful one. This thing happened in 2020. Fast track 2 years after. A teacher who taught him when he was in secondary school. She didn't know him, but definitely he knew her. She happens to be one of the mom's customer, regular customer. They have their relationship, but she didn't even know him. We're like, you told me you had a son. Where is he? He's fine, he's fine. Let me see him now. He came, and guess what? This woman is willing to sponsor him to school. Now tell me that love is not good. No, talk to me about love. That is the reason why we're here. When you stretch one hand to someone, there are so many that is stretching back to you that you don't even know. When he told me this thing, I was so moved. Like this is love at its purest. It is so beautiful. And when I was thinking, when he was telling me, I thought about what I have done to personally myself. So back then in school, when I was in school, you all know I studied theater, and in theater it is two. Your practical exam is 40, the theoretical aspect is 60. So on this day, I was doing my theater practical exam. And my boyfriend, then now my husband, called me. I guess he had a problem with a bike man, and it was so messy. The bike man was bleeding and all of that. So they had to move to the police station, I think around Panti. He called me that he needed money to settle him. I was like, okay, so how are you going to do it? So what's going to happen? And he was like, I need you to come over to bring cash to me. I like, come over. I can't come over. I'm about to start my exam. Like, they can call me because I'm listening to the song. Though it wasn't yet my time, but I cannot leave. It is not my theater people. You understand the etiquette of backstage, right? So I cannot leave. And it was like, there's nothing. There's nobody that can. What should happen? I was like, oh my God, I don't know. I removed my costume, guys. I changed back to my clothes. I ran as fast as I could to Banti to go and give my boyfriend money. Tell me that's not an act of love. It's so beautiful, especially when I think about it now that, it's been a long time coming. He has sacrificed for me. I have done same for him. And here we are. So it is very easy for us to express love as much as we can. So I told you I entered 2 of my male fans page, right? So I spoke to him and I told him, I noticed your comments here and there on my page. I know you like my show. So tell me, what's one of the craziest things you've done for love? And he was like, hey, okay, here we go. So he said he met this girl on Facebook. They've been dating, long distance relationship for over a year. They do things together, sending money and all of that, but they've never met. So the December of that year, if okay, it's holiday period, just like now, it's holiday period. Let me go see my girlfriend. And he drove to the States because they live in different states. So he drove to the States and he was supposed to go meet the girlfriend. Now he was at the park when he called this girl, and this girl was like, hey, she's coming. Eventually, this girl didn't know they were in the park. She came with another state bus. When you're coming in for, let's say for instance, you're coming in for, the car is from Ogun State and you're supposed to be in another state. I don't know if you people get that part. Obviously, the car that dropped her was a sellout, that she wasn't in that state. She was coming in from another state to rush back to meet him. So eventually, as the lover boy, I'm a boy as he is, he met her and he lodged in the hotel. The crazy part is this. He said that was the only time he saw that girl till he left that state. And he was in that state for 3 days. 3 days, she didn't show up. Now, this is the sad part. He said he left, he moved on with his life. Women, also them be. Like we always say. He said he was at home one day and he just saw a picture, RIP. She was used by fraudsters. She's dead. So sad. And sometimes that's what some people get to pay for such attitude, or for being such a person. When you feel like all that revolves around you is making money, being a big girl, it was so sad. I was all laughing, but when I got to that point and I was like, okay, now. And the sad part that even this guy that was jilted was still telling me about her death, and he felt so remorseful, something he didn't know about. Tell me that's not true love. So guys, at this period of love, Jesus has done it all. He laid down his life for mankind that I believe most of us cannot do. But we can do the little we can in our own way. How do you love your neighbor? Like they say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. That thing means that whatever you cannot do to yourself, do not do it to the next person. Don't just be the kind of person that celebrates holidays without knowing the deep meaning of each holiday. It's a time of love, it's a time of reflection that if this man that didn't know you is like 2,000 years ago, like we read, I didn't know him, you didn't know him, but he laid down his life for you. Why not do your part for your neighbor? Thank you guys so much. I enjoyed myself. And before I end this episode, I am waiting for my Easter rice. You must send it. If you don't send it, I'll blow you powder. So guys, I'm waiting for all my Easter rice and everything. And do not forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Do not forget to follow my glam team. It's showing on your screen. Thank you guys for your love. Enjoy your holiday. I love you. I remain your beautiful host, Adufe Omolowo Mugumaja. Maja meji were ara adi ajagbon. Ajagbon gi opo. Ara lambe. Ọmọ àṣìrè wélùà. Ọmọ inú bígi ó gbé mi lọ. Ọmọ pàǹtí ló ṣe ń làjà. Ó dági dúró mọ̀rọ́gọ̀. Ọmọ ṣàkìtì. Thank you guys. I love you.